Shemai!
Shemai, hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Shut-oity.
Shut-oity.
How are you?
Mae'n da iawn.
Bendigedig. Hey, we're getting there.
We're getting there. It's only the beginning of week 7.
Minds are fuddled, I think it's fair to say.
Yes.
We're Bivig today. Hello, Bivig. We had Bivig today, and she said we're doing the 2 lessons a week for 4 hours, and it's brilliant. We're doing level 1 and 2, but as she said, it's such a fast pace.
There's so much.
Every lesson is so condensed. We learn so much, and I'm really looking forward to
next week? Week 8?
Next week. So Uned 8.
Yeah.
So Unit 8 will be a revision, and I have to say I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Because I need it.
And we were kind of spoilt last week as well because we did have a little bit of revision before next week, which was great.
Big gave us lots of things, and she said write them down. So that's what
and
I
that
did.
you've done them on your own
down.
little booklet there.
I haven't done my homework yet, so swings and roundabouts.
Gwaith Catref, homework.
So so today we have been learning about the negative and positive. So do we hey he?
Which one are you looking at
Do
now?
he? Can't even remember how to know.
Do he?
Do he?
Well, do he them? So do he
is
them?
the negative because it's the double D, the do and the them.
Yes.
2 Ds.
Wherever you've got a them, you need another D before it.
Yes, you do. Where my is always the positive.
The positive.
So it is.
Yes.
So that's what we've learnt today, which has been great.
Yeah, and we've learned how to ask if someone's doing something. So or if they like something. So what is it? Ydy hi hoffi darllen?
Yeah.
Does she like reading?
And ydy. And nacadi.
And ydyn.
Yes.
And nacadyn. More yeses and nos for us as well.
Yeah, because there's and nage.
Yeah.
Yeah. And nage.
Yeah.
So that's to do with like I am, he is, she is.
Yeah, so a name of something. So is he Sean? Sean you Sean is he? Yeah.
And then we've got the ydy and the nacadi.
Yeah.
Which is she singing ydy hi'n canu? Or is he singing ydy en canu? The hi'n is feminine and the en is masculine.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, but in that sentence, the he literally means she. And the
Hi'n,
Yeah.
And en. I said en.
Well, I'm bringing that up because in nouns, you've got masculine and feminine nouns which relate to the word, whereas in that sentence, it's literally referring to the she and the he, like an actual person.
That's what I said, though.
You said masculine or feminine. I just want to clarify it because of nouns.
Oh, yeah, but it is. Like, okay, here and him.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Ydy, that's ydy and nacadi. And then we've got ydyn and nacadyn.
Yeah, and what's the question for that one?
Which could be ydyn nhw'n ddiflas. So the nhw'n being they.
Yeah.
They. And that's ydyn and nacadyn.
Yes.
So there's lots of yeses and nos to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. Ydy, I think that would be.
It would
probably.
be, yeah. But Bidig was saying that a lot of the youth just go and saying, yeah.
Because they think, and Bidig's word, because they think they're cool. So there you go. How
awesome.
About that?
Anything that we've missed over the... Oh no, it was just more of the same, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it was the negatives then.
Yeah.
So that's what we've got. And we've got Richard on Thursday. So we'll report back. We've also learned a place name, but we'll probably practice before we shove it on.
Don't want to give it all away, do we?
So keep watching because we'll say it in the next part of this video.
Part 2.
Hwyl fawr!
Hwyl fawr! Shemai!
Shemai!
It's the end of Uned 7.
Uned 7.
Unit 7, which means it must be week 7 as well.
It must be. Although, of actual learning,
Yes.
because of course half term doesn't count.
No, that's right.
No, it does not.
So today, this was the second part of Uned Saith.
Yes.
Which was very good with Richard.
Richard,
What have we covered today? We have covered the time.
we have
So, oglach.
the
And
hour.
we've asked how much? Weint? Actually sounds quite German.
Weint, it does a bit,
Yeah.
because of that V sound,
Yeah, because so in the alphabet, the F
as
in
we know it.
English is V, really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and a double F
V.
in
Yeah.
Welsh is the F sound that we know in English.
Interesting.
And interesting, so when you're asking Weint and how much it is, so Weint yw Weint o gloch, so how much is it, Weint yw when you say what is the time, it's like you ask by using
Weint o
Weint.
gloch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's the same word. How many hours is it?
that's right.
Yeah,
Quite literally.
it is.
And then we learnt about hanner dydd or hanner nos,
Yep.
half of the day
Half day and half
of the
night.
Or you
Or-
can use canol dydd or canol nos,
Mm-hmm.
which is mid. So
Yes.
midday and midnight.
Yeah. And I'm
You can
supposed to...
mix it up.
Yeah, and apparently you didn't mention it when we were live, but Canol, you often see it on signs of Canol Dre, which is like the centre of the town, like the middle of the town.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Mid. Yeah.
Mid.
And we've also covered lots of pronunciation. So
Mhm.
they give us little I'll show you actually. Here's our workbook.
There it
It's
is.
a hell of a workbook.
Yes.
And then in the workbook then we get given conversations. Obviously it's backwards there now. Here's the conversations, and it's really good to help us try and understand the Welsh, and it's good for us to pronounce it, and we can see the mutations, the soft mutations of the language and the nouns and the
Yeah.
verbs and things like that. So
Definitely.
Yeah.
And Richard's very keen on getting us to listen to the Welsh. So not just being able to read it and to notice the patterns, but to actually listen out
hear it.
for the...
Yeah, can you pick out the keywords that you're learning? And one of our fellow students, Sue, hello Sue,
Yeah, listen.
she has started reading a beginner's book
Yes.
for Welsh,
Yeah.
which is really clever. And
Yeah.
she said she felt good about it. She felt
She
really
did.
tired. So 7 weeks in, and she missed a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
she has started to understand this book that she's
Yeah.
bought, which I think it's testament to this course.
Yes.
The Mynydiad.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show how good these lessons actually are.
Yeah.
And how much you can pick up a new language, being Welsh, in such a short space of time.
Yeah.
Which I think is fantastic. Bendigedig even.
Bendigedig, ardderchog and...
Gwych. Love that word. so
Love
much.
it, love it.
Yeah.
So no, I'm really pleased. This unit was quite a short one, relatively speaking, but it very much has been a unit of two things when we looked at what we were doing negatives on Tuesday.
Yeah, we've got the double D, obviously.
Double
We
Ds,
looked at that. The dewey and the them.
yeah, the do them, and how to put that into sentences as well. So no, it's going well. I think next week is a revision week.
I'm looking forward to that revision week.
There's a card game.
There is, with lots of different sentences that I am definitely going to have a look at before next week. Because I fear I may be not looking that great in the lesson otherwise. So yes,
Be fine.
it's all good.
Yes, and we'll see you next week.
You will indeed.
Hwyl fawr.